Lately, I've been reminding myself to let the process process the process. It's a phrase that makes very little grammatical sense, but somehow it perfectly captures a lesson I've been trying to learn. Like many people, I have a tendency to want answers before the questions have fully formed. I want to know where things are going, whether an idea will work, whether people will show up, whether I'm doing it right, and what the next step should be. There is a comfort in having a plan and a destination. Uncertainty can feel uncomfortable, and doing something without knowing exactly where it will lead often feels inefficient. Over the past several months, I've spent a lot of time thinking about wellness, meaning, community, and what eventually became beyond the noise. Along the way, I found myself asking bigger and bigger questions. Should I create social media accounts, build a website, develop a curriculum, expand the idea, turn it into something larger? None of these questions were unreasonable, but eventually I realized I was trying to solve problems that didn't yet exist. I was trying to map out a future before I had even taken the first few steps. The truth is that some things cannot be rushed. Communities do not form overnight. Trust does not develop overnight. Meaningful conversations do not emerge on command. They require time, repetition, patience, and a willingness to let things unfold naturally. Modern culture often teaches us to measure progress through visible outcomes. We want metrics, milestones, growth charts, followers, attendance numbers, and tangible proof that something is working. Yet some of the most important things in life don't reveal their value immediately. Friendships deepen slowly. Healing happens slowly. Confidence develops slowly. Purpose emerges slowly. Growth is often taking place long before we can see evidence of it. Like a seed beneath the soil, much of the work happens underground. I think this is where impatience gets us into trouble. We become so eager to know whether something will succeed that we interrupt the very process we are trying to nurture. We dig up the seed to check if it is growing. We constantly evaluate, analyze, and question instead of allowing time to do its work. In our desire for certainty, we sometimes forget that many of life's best outcomes are the result of processes that cannot be controlled or accelerated. The older I get, the more I wonder if patience is not passive at all. Perhaps patience is an active form of trust. It is trusting that growth is occurring even when it isn't obvious. It is trusting that not every question needs an immediate answer. It is trusting that the next step will become clearer after taking the current one. Most importantly, it is trusting that not everything meaningful can be planned into existence. One of my favorite lines is, "Plants don't worry about becoming trees. They just grow." There is something profoundly comforting about that idea. A tree doesn't spend its days wondering if it is growing quickly enough or comparing itself to the tree next door. It simply responds to the conditions around it. It puts down roots. It reaches toward the light. It grows when it is ready. Maybe we would all benefit from doing a little more of the same. Instead of obsessing over where things are headed, perhaps we should spend more time paying attention to where we are. Instead of constantly trying to force outcomes, perhaps we should focus on showing up consistently, doing the work in front of us, and allowing time to do what time has always done. For now, that's what I'm trying to practice. I'll keep walking, keep listening, keep learning, and keep showing up. The future will reveal itself when it is ready. Until then, I'll let the process process the process.